It is time! Airborne yawn! Wait, let me get close to the way. So! It is time to plushify a Trine. It's time to do Starscream and his elite Trine. Ironically enough, I already have Starscream ready, but I think I'm just going to delete that. Which... because I could just... I did not mean to close with that, but whatever. But indeed. So I'm going to save this as... as the Elite Trine. IDW. So... the main thing I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to do layer comps for all the characters. Like, the main difference between them is basically just their colors. And maybe some other things, I guess, like their cockpits. Please do not take that out of context. That's literally what these are called. But, yeah. I am kind of like doing all of them at once because it is pretty easy for you to just do all three of them. I actually have a... this is like some sort of edit, so it's like a little darker. Than, you know, the actual panels, but it was the one I could find on Pinterest. Of the Thundercracker. So... to explain why I'm doing them all at once, it's just because I can. And more and less. I just realized I can do all of them at the same time. And not just do Starscream and then just his Trine mates. So I decided, why not just do all three of them at the same time? So yeah. It's a 3-in-1 plushification! I'm pretty sure the hardest thing that's probably gonna be drawn here is their wings. So... right now I'm kind of like just doing their helmet. Doing the head. So I don't have to worry about it later. And of course, we cannot forget their little kitty ears. That's kind of what they are, right? Like cat ears, sorta. And then this little triangular thing. Also, I don't really have any Skywarp references. It's on me. That I have, like, downloaded. I have to go to my Smash and Pass in order to find some. Now... I literally have like 12 references that I grabbed. One of them being this one, with Thundercracker and his Oppi. Her name is Buster. She is cute. She is Oppi. And there are like slight differences to all of the Elite Trine, of course. I'm gonna try and like kind of draw them in a way that it could be somewhat distinguishable. Well, enough. So I'm going to start off with Starscream's face. And then... And... It's basically just so I could, like, distinguish them. Why did I immediately make Thundercracker a sloppy wet dog? Because he kind of is one, isn't he? Also because he does have a dog. Canonically. And I'm giving him a frown. Because he deserves it. He deserves to be frowny once in a while. But yeah. I am probably going to add like some layer comps. Thundercracker. And yeah. I probably need to like... So, Skywarps is gonna be Orpal. But yeah. Also, every once in a while I'm going to, probably like every hour or so, I'm going to be taking breaks. Because, you know, I should probably do that. And I honestly can't really describe my thought process behind their expressions. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm just trying to give them some kind of facial expression. We are doomed. We've had positive thinking. But yeah, that is like... The closest... I now need to find... So... I'm gonna use that color. I'm just gonna turn off their faces. There you go. Put a compression glove on because I'd buongiorno, oh indeed, hello, buongiorno. I am putting a compression glove on because I can feel the carpal tunnel. I should probably put the other one on, but I'm not gonna just yet. But I am doing the Elite Trine. There we go. So, kind of like the main thing I'm doing is like, I have 3 layer comps for like all of the parts of the Elite Trine. So I can just like make the layer comps, save the layer comps for all of the characters in the Trine, and then I can just save them and just have them be in this like one document. As basically just my thought process behind this. I'm also wearing a compression glove on my right hand right now because I could feel a bit of carpal tunnel going on. Because that kind of happened last week. I made a joke that it was me playing too much Undertale, but I think it was Taylor Tales that did it. Hitsubi. So... So yeah, I'm kind of just doing the Elite Trine just all in one. Because it is easier to just do all of them at the same time. Instead of just doing just one, and then another, and then another. Actually, I'm just gonna take this off. And now I must do their Tibby. I thought something fell, but nothing did. I swear that these aren't nipples. Actually, I probably should even include them. Yeah, they're turbines. Please do not take these out of context. I swear that I am a say-so streamer. I try to be say-so while I'm live. How effective it is yet to be figured out. I'm sure there's like some moments where I was sussy. Yes. How is everyone here doing? I hope y'all are doing somewhat well on this Monday. Or Tuesday, depending on where you are. But I hope you're all having a somewhat decent day or evening. I am getting closer and closer to the beginning of my semester. It is encroaching upon us. Unfortunately. Which means soon I won't really be able to, you know, stream for a while. But that just means I can, like, you know, I can just hyperfixate on doing all of my assignments and stuff. And then I can be free to stream him once more. Uninhibited for like 3 months. And then I'm back to doing college again. And then I have like 1 month to like stream. And then I do college again. And then I have my summer break. And then I have to do college again. And I just do that over and over again until I get my degree. It should hopefully be around 2027. Because I started around like, I started in the fall of 2022. And then I kind of like went onward from there. So this is probably gonna end up accidentally being like an amalgamation of all the designs. Of, you know, all these characters. Because, of course, you can't really rely on consistency with me. Not when I have dyspraxia. Sapo? Hi! Won't we? Lonely girl. She wants to leave. The angry calico has been freed from her confines. Okay, she left my room. She is a little too short to reach the door herself. So she has to rely on me, or some other human in the house, to release her. I just realized that I changed the, hotkey on my Stream Deck to just... basically, for lack of better terms, I replaced the save button and the hotkey I have on my Stream Deck to this. I wish I could explain. Actually, I can. It's because I was playing Taylor Tales and there were some scenes that I was just like, I don't want to subject my chat to those. So I just ended up making it a hotkey. And just... So whenever I feel like there's something that I don't know if I can really show on stream, I can just put this on. So you get to witness brain rot. Well, it's not really brain rot, it's just chika noko 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 koshtantan. Actually, I probably should make it bigger. Also, fun fact. This is literally called Optimus Prime Sensor in my Streamlabs. But that's mostly because originally it was going to be Optimus Prime. And with a shocked face. But I couldn't really find it. So I'm just using that because it's a GIF. And I'm mostly using this as of the reference. Because I couldn't really find any other ones that, you know, have enough of their body to really show. So yeah. That and this shows like all three of them. At least somewhat. To some degree. Also, for those who never watched Generation 1, like, I watched a little bit of it, but it can be very surprising that some of the animation errors, like, there's one episode of the original series. It was like one of the seasons before the movie. Right? So, this was before the death of Optimus Prime. I mean, all that. Which isn't really spoiler territory anymore. It's been like 40 years since the movie came out. I think I'm safe to say that Optimus Prime dies many times. You know. Over the past 40 years of the existence of this franchise. But, yeah. Pretty much. There's like one episode of Transformers which like has the most egregious animation errors. And there is one where it's the episode where, like, the Transformers, like, including Starscream and, like, Perceptor and Soundwave, if I believe, and they all encounter a alien species that makes them look like toys in terms of size, and they end up being put in, like, a jar or something. And there's one part of it where Starscream is being put in the jar, but when it shows him falling, Skywarp's colors are being used for some reason. I just wish I could explain. I'd explain if I could. But I can't, really. I can't really just, like... I could... If I could, you know, like... show y'all all the episode, I would, but that would technically be, like... that would be against, like, fair use and stuff. And I'm pretty sure I'd get bonked by Twitch. Which, if I did... Also, I'm, like, adding guidelines and stuff. Because, you know... it's probably a good idea to have some sort of guideline when I'm doing the legs. Because I have an issue with the legs a lot of the time. Do I have a good... ah, I have this one. Let's turn that down a little bit. So... I'm probably going to... I think the sketch is going to take me about an hour in total. I've been working on this for like half an hour already. So... I believe this should be like roughly where I put the knees. And there's a bit of perspective fuckery going on. And with this, also it's like pretty cold outside. It's 40 degrees Celsius, which is like 10 or so degrees Celsius. Like, it's 40 degrees Fahrenheit right now for me. Do I have any other references of their legs that I can use? Other than that one. Yes, this one. So... I think I might need to grab more, references. Just give me a moment. Because I found one. It's a JPEG. But honestly, it doesn't really matter to me. It is, you know, a JPEG. I also know that eventually I'm gonna need to, you know, find some more references. Actually, let me go to that presentation I made with some of the characters I did. This is somewhat useless. Because there isn't the legs. Sky warp. I'm also gonna hydrate as I acquire these references. I keep on forgetting that Transformers and the G.I. Joes collaborate together a lot in the comics. Because they're, you know, owned by Hasbro. Yes. I think I found some good references. I just need to import them. So this is like one of the like hero almanac thingies. No relatives. Buster. Dog. I find it really funny that just Buster's like known relative, even though I think he refers to Skywarp as his brother like once in the story, but despite that he is not considered a relative. His relative is his dog, which honestly, as someone who is technically a pet owner by proxy, as you know, my parents are the one who wants to own the cats, and not me and my brother. But as a pet owner by proxy, it's completely understandable to just list a relative as like one of your pets instead of like your actual relatives, like your actual human relatives. If I'm going to clarify. Because your pets are less likely to betray you than your actual family. But yes, in the IDW comics, canonically, Thundercracker kind of like defects. Like, not to the Autobots. He just straight up defects and becomes a neutral. But this is like the best, like, full body reference I have. And then there's Skywarp. I probably should like add these guidelines to the actual base. But then I have to do it again several times. Times over. Her with the like other sizes. And yes, Skywarp also ends up joining the G.I. Joes. Honestly, I'm probably just going to, like, try and, like, improvise with the, you know, legs here. Like, this is probably, like, gonna be a point of improv. In my case. Because I obviously don't really have all that good references of their legs. And because of that, I kind of like just need to figure out how to do her legs in a way that sort of makes sense. So, there's like a little wing in there. From what I see. At least I think so. Let me, do that. So, I'm probably gonna, like, once I am somewhat done with the sketch, I'm probably going to do an intermission before I, like, do any line art. So I think I can like I could probably just make their like legs here relatively simple. Like make them somewhat chunky looking. But I think this could look good. How's life in the US? Let's just say I think stuff is like slowly going to shit. But I'm not gonna really talk about it. Today is just the plushification of the Elite Trine. I just want to plushify the former they trans. So yeah. I'm probably gonna like I think that is good. Now I just need to do the wings. So I'm not going to do Thundercracker's wings over here. I think there is like some sort of wing reference that I have. Yeah, I do have this one. But yeah. I don't think everything has gone like completely to shit so far. So at least yet. And little heart here. But yeah. I feel like the news is just like bleh. But honestly, I can't really worry too much about that when I, you know, have classes soon. It's just if the college is shut down, I'm gonna get pissed. So So basically, I am doing something a little bit here. I am probably going to like I'm likely going to use the curve and line tools for just all of the characters here. Mostly because, you know, it's just the easiest I can do for like all of them. And, you know. I kinda just like, you know. I just wanna focus on the plushification on today. Not worry about much of anything else. So... a true artiste indeed. So... I'm kinda like just doing this. Like, I'm not fully sure what I'm doing. You're not gonna lie. I'm kinda like just trying to figure it out as I go. But... I am going to try and like... you know... do these all to the best of my abilities. So, yeah. I didn't realize that I had that at 50% opacity. But yeah. I'm kind of like just doing all of this. And eventually I'm going to like I might modify some of these. In a way. Words. And congestion. But anyway, I'm probably going to like just do all of the line art and stuff for the in a way that I can just like only need to draw the individual faces is for the, you know, characters. And I just only need to worry about that. So, I think I'm gonna do this. For like that. And then I'm going to do straight lines. I'm pressing shift for this, by the way. Then I just clean the lines. Then I can merge it down. So, the one thing that they all have in common is pretty much their faceplates. They have the same eye color, and they're the same helmet color and faceplate color. But other than that, they all like have somewhat different. They have slight differences. Eventually, I am going to draw these. I might draw a version of them with those slight differences. But for now, I'm just like drawing them in a way that I can just easily do all three of them. But I kind of like this so far. I might need to like do a little bit of this. Hold on. Shift. And then just like, I can do that later. So for all of these, I'm probably going to like have it so that they all like have certain things that I can just like copy and paste throughout. And other things that I can just like do uniquely. Like for example, I can do all of their, you know, colors separately and have layer comps for all of the, you know, have all of their colors be separate. But, you know, other than that, I'm probably going to like be doing all of them like somewhat separate, but there's also a bit of togetherness is for them. Like some of the colors are, you know, the same, some of them are different. But other than that, I am going to be doing my intermission now. So I will return in roughly 5 or so minutes. And I shall be back. I have returned. You need a woo. So, I am going to continue working on this. And I'm going to erase these as carefully as I can. And then redo the line. Actually, I'm just gonna redo that one. With the curve. That will go. There we go. I think I'm going to add another line here. And then just that. And erase. I might actually modify Starscream to have a bit of a warmer color palette. If I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Because I feel like the current color palette I have is a little too cool toned for him. So, yeah. I'm gonna just do a lot of the line art. You know, over here. And... And that goes there. Yeah, it looks a little weird. I'll figure it out later. So... I'm kind of like just gonna do all the line art right here. There we go. And the reason why I'm doing it kind of like this, and I'm not doing like the cockpit, is because I plan on like somewhat referencing these. So, for example, for Starscream, I'm kind of like just gonna do this. And do it somewhat again for here. Eventually I will do this for the others. But for now it's just Starscream. So, howdy y'all. Hello Flower Boy, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Right now I'm Plushified Transformers. Just sick, so you missed a lab today, so you're great. About to die. Oh god. That's a yikes. But also it is, you know, like, I feel like hopefully you should be able to like email your professor ahead of time. Like, you should be able to like contact your professor to say that you're sick and unable to do the lab. And, like, probably like do a telehealth appointment, you know, with the doctor or something, and through your insurance if you're able to like get a note to say that you are sick and won't be able to do it. Good grades are for nerds. She's an old-fashioned person. She doesn't care. Oof. That's a big yikes. I mean, like, as someone who experiences chronic pain and all, that's like horrifying. And to be, if someone is just like, you missed a little too many classes because of a chronic condition you have. Guess you gotta take this class again. And in a few months. You're trying for CS? What's a CS? I think it's like some sort of degree or something. Or program. Actually, let me go look that up. What is a CS? Oh, computer science. Oh, the grades. Oh, like the grades, the better they receive a plural. That's still kind of a low grade, though, isn't it? Like, for me right now, I kind of like have a 2.5. I have GPA. And I'm like trying to, you know, keep my grades good so I can like pursue my major and all that. You also just change your major 3 years into the old major, so you gotta start all the way over. Oof. Well, good luck. Like, I suppose. hopefully you are somewhat able to survive. Have all of your classes. Yeah. C's might be, like, somewhat decent, but they're still, like, pretty low grades in, like, comparison to, like... I mean, what's my major, if I don't mind you asking? I'm in the graphic arts major. Or that is the major I plan on, you know, graduating with. In, like, the bachelor's degree. I plan on getting, like, a bachelor's at the very least. I don't think I'm gonna try and pursue a master's degree. Because, honestly, I want to, like, be able to stream more often. Because I'm soon going on my height. It could be, yeah, all you want to draw is building because architecture was your old major. Yeah. But at least they're good at drawing backgrounds. At least somewhat. Yo, your cat is here. Hey! Kitty is here to provide comfort. Yes. Right now I'm just plushifying Transformers. Or at the very least trying to. Luckily, because I can just, like, do them all on, like, the same base. I'm just doing all of the Elite Trine, like, at once. Because laziness sometimes... Like... I don't want to draw all of them separately, if I can help it. But for now, I'm just, like, trying to do them. At the very least, I'm trying to do the line art for... that applies to, like, all of them. I forgot there's a Transformer that's a chicken with a diabolical last name. Oh god. I don't remember any chicken Transformers. But there likely is one. I mean, Transformers is kind of a strange franchise. You know, after all. No, they changed the name! Oh no. Also, thank you for following Boy25. I hope you do well. And you recover from your sickness. Because it is that time of year where people just end up getting sick. Hold on. So... there we go. It was a mistranslation. Your sad laser cock will be missed. They change it to something more appropriate. Oh god. But at least he lives on in your memories. That is the important thing. He lives on in the memories of you. But anyway. Yeah. Of your special ass. Yeah. We don't diagnose you because it makes finding a job harder. Oh. Yikes. Yes. Just... I can't get a diagnosis. It makes finding jobs harder. It's just a big goof for everyone. Like, for sure, somewhere on the spectrum. Ayy! I mean, if you can't, like, get an official diagnosis, is for whatever reason or another, sometimes it is, you know, fine to self-diagnose until you are able to get an official diagnosis. Like, sometimes it can be, like, really expensive. And sometimes there ends up being horror stories as to what happens when you do end up eventually getting a proper, you know, evaluation. Like, sometimes the person doing the evaluation brings out literal kids' toys. He's, and like... when you are a 13-year-old teenage girl. And you just have to go along with it. But anyway, my favorite Transformer is probably like Drift. But specifically the version of him that's in IDW. Like, I, don't really like his, Robots in Disguise 2015 in or like Bayverse design, because they just made him into like a stereotype. Like, just removed a good portion of some of his like compelling story, but then and just going like, nah, let's make him a samurai. As you can probably tell, I am Samurai, pirate, or cowboy? What? What does that mean? Like, that is confusing. But, fun fact, weirdly enough, samurais and cowboys existed around the same time. So I just say my answer being yes. Every guy has to pick if they're a samurai, pirate, or a cowboy, but you're asking me as a girl. Well, if I'm going to be honest, there were female pirates, so I'd probably be like a pirate if I were to pick. Like any of those. Boo, scurvy-ridden cowboy, he on top. Something I kind of know about, cowboys is that they originally came from, like, they have, like, Mexican influences. Like, I think the word buckaroo comes from vaquero. But they weren't able to, like, really say it correctly, so they just said buckaroo instead. That and, a lot of, cowboy and samurai movies, like, are all influenced from one another. It's honestly quite fascinating. Just seeing, like, how that, and there's, like, people in Japan there's, like, a group of people in Japan who are, like, known to be, like, obsessed with old Western films, like, cowboy films and stuff. It's, like, pretty fascinating, learning that, those two, that and, they has, like, heavy influences. The fact that they, existed in the same time period and all that. It's, like, quite fascinating. How did I mess this up? Girl, how? I could think on Prime Muhammad Ali if he wasn't in his prime and in a coma. Yeah, that I kind of get that. I think this is good. So... hold on. Why is this not working? That's a little weird. The ulcerative stomach is upset, but you're going to continue to eat birthday cake. Hey. So... I'm going to, close and reopen this. This is meant to kind of work. Why is it not working? Like, this is meant to work. It isn't working. I am experiencing scuff on accident. I'm going to reopen Clip Studio Paint. Give me a moment. You've used Photoshop. You haven't used Photoshop in like 7 years, so you have no clue. This isn't Photoshop, by the way. This is Clip Studio Paint. So, this is... still not working. I think I need to look it up. That's even better. You know absolutely nothing about it then. Well then, time to look something up. Okay. Okay, I think I might need to delete and redo the ruler. There we go. It works. I can finally return to doing some of this. It works. Finally. Also, there are some parts of, you know, the designs that I am not including simply because it'll just end up making this all look a little too cluttered. Or if I do. So, certain things in their designs are excluded upon that principle. And I might be taking some, like, artistic liberties with the designs. At least a little bit. Because obviously, I can't really do certain things. But there are certain things that I can do. I am going to add some details to this. Though. But yeah. So now I'm going to do Starscream's face. And let's turn that down. And do a little bit of erasing. I might modify some of the colors and stuff to, like, I don't know. I don't know, words are hard. So, Starscream has blue arms here. But I think I don't have a suitable blue right now. No, I think I do. And in some designs of his, he is like, he doesn't have the blue, he has red. Yeah. Once I'm kind of like done with him, I'm going to like do all the others. So, I'm gonna actually do a little bit of this cinemajig. Just because I don't really want to bother like, doing it all individually. There are airplane noises going outside. The airplane. Yay! Amazing. But yeah. I'm kind of like just doing a bunch of this. And once I'm done with Starscream, I'll do the Skywarp and then Thundercracker. And I'll make sure to save their layer comps. Because that's kind of important. I'm actually going to also make sure to do their little hearts here. Because I'm not really going to bother with doing like the whole Decepticon insignia just all by itself. So yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some time after this to like do something else. So I'm probably going to like use that time to like maybe work on my Live 2D model, you know, like my 2.0. But yeah. because I'm getting closer and closer to, like, getting it all done. Like, the most I really need to do, I think, is to, like... maybe the, like... I'm not fully sure, actually. I mean, like... what should I even do, anyway? Like, once I'm done with the plushification. Like... I'm probably not going to, like, work on any more plushifications for my days until you realize how alone you are. Yeah. But there is one thing that happens after Valentine's Day. Discount chocolates. There's always that. You're allergic to chocolate, but you go, girly. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Oof. You have 64 food allergies. You're genetically fucked. Oh god. That's a lot of allergies. Like, my mom had a lot of allergies, but holy shit. That is like a lot of allergies. Like a lot. At least you can somewhat know what you can eat. Unless they have, like, secret things that you are allergic to, but they do not disclose. This is the dish at Chick-fil-A. Hey, by the way, originally they did not really disclose all that well that they used peanut oil. And caused my mom to have an allergic reaction. When she was, like, in college and stuff. Actually, I could just do this. Also, I'm going to do a little bit of this. Yes, it's the Scrumbo. The creamer. Put him in the microwave. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of allergies. I am allergic to like pollen and stuff, but I'm also, funnily enough, allergic to cats. I have 8 of them, by the way. So I somewhat suffer, but I love them too much. Besides, it's not like super severe. Yo, that's real, you love cats. Yeah. But yeah. I believe that is pretty much done. Connecting. But yeah. I mean, I can't really have dogs because my mom and brother are allergic to them. And they, you know, are kind of loud, and given my sensory issues with, you know, noises, because I, don't really, I'm not a big fan of them either, but I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I do appreciate them. So I'm going to and now it is time to do Thundercracker. So I did not realize I had the wrong color. So I'm kind of using this panel to like have a reference for what their cockpits look like. Because, you know, you hate cats. Oof. Sucks to be you, I guess. Yeah. So if a Transformers pick when they transform into whoever was popular at the time, why isn't there a horse and buggy transformer? Maybe because Hasbro hasn't thought of it yet. I'm sure someone in the fandom has. And they thought about it long and hard. It's not your fault cat owners ruin cats for you. Oof. That I can understand. Because some cat owners can be quite insufferable. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I myself am somewhat insufferable. But yeah. I'm just going to, like, make their little chest turbine thingies. And just try and move them. Actually, hold on. So, if I do like this, yeah, some cat owners can be kind of like weird. And I say this as one, and this sorta by proxy. No. Yeah, that seems good. That seems good. And now all I need to do is just do all of the lines over here. I'm just gonna do that. And then his eyes. And I'm just gonna fill up all of these in a way that is probably considered a bit lazy, but I honestly don't really care. And there we go. There we go. And we of course gotta do the top of the head. Here we go. So there we go. I'm going to grab that from Starscream. And then I can start just doing his colors. I was gonna do an intermission, but I think I'll just skip on it here for now. And then do like a somewhat longer one and after the hour passes. Because, you know, why not? Why shouldn't I? I'm kind of like just gonna make him mostly blue for now. So we I'm just gonna do all of Thundercracker's stuff. I'll save his layer comp. And then I'll start working on Skywarp. And once that is all done, I can probably like either end stream or like work on something else. Maybe do some configuring for my Live 2D model. Maybe work on the face position X. So that I can lean forward at y'all. So, yeah. Also, please feel free to remind me if I need to save or anything. Because sometimes I will just forgo to do it. And all that. And eventually I am going to, you know, check all of the colors. And all that. Make sure there's no, like, gaps in the colors. Like, over there! But I can't get to it yet, because I'm doing this. Do-do-do. And this thing here, I'm going to make it blue. Actually, I might make it red. I'm kind of like just figuring stuff out as I go. Eventually, this will end up being done. And I will be able to work on other things. Yeah, I think that's good. Just gotta remember this little thing. I will also eventually do the line colors. I just need to, you know, finish them first. And fill. So I think I'm going to add something a little bit for Starscream. I'm gonna give him his little kitty ears. So... why am I adding little kitty ears to him? Because I can. I am the one who is plushifying them. No one else, from my knowledge, is plushifying Transformers to become VTuber assets. So it is just me. And because of that, I can do some chaotic things. I'm also gonna make a little highlight here. I think Thundercracker is pretty much done. So I'm gonna save where I am. Do a little bit of stretches. Cause, gotta go get food. It was lovely meeting you. Have a lovely stream. It was lovely meeting you too, Flower Boy. I hope you have a good food. I just gotta stretch. And now we gotta do Sky Warp. Blow my nose before I work on Sky Warp. Wait, no. And Sky Warp. So I think I'm going to copy and paste that. And then just like correct it as I go. And now Sky Warp. Body. And and turn this down to 4. And there we go. Now I'm going to put the sketches in a separate folder. And I'm going to start with his darker colors because I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a purple for Skywarp. So the reason why I'm using Thundercracker's color, I just copied and pasted it just so I don't have to do the entirety of the helmet again. I just don't really want to do it again. Let's just be perfectly honest. I want to take shortcuts when I can. And if I can. So I'm going to do that. For the color. Unless, of course, I could find a different one. That is more suitable. Or like mix a new one that is suitable. Alright. Now I'm just going to use the poly tool here so that I can just select all of this and make it the same color. I will redo the purple heart thingy to signify, hey, the Decepticon insignia. And then this. So I think I might just do this color until I think it just doesn't suit him and end up mixing a new one. Just because. And now he's looking more like Skywarp and not just Thundercracker with Skywarp's personality. I think I accidentally made the legs a little asymmetrical. Here. Totally by accident, though. I think I need to move it by like a pixel or two. But I'm going to change this to purple. And he is pretty much done now. So I think all I need to do is do this. Actually, no. This. And now I need to go over all of this and check for like any gaps. I probably need to go replace the nib here soon. No formula. Actually, this is probably gonna be a little better once I like add a line color. So... And, that. And the Thundercracker. There we go. So I'm going to this is probably gonna end up being somewhat messy. But, eh. I will eventually refine the line art or color once I get to doing that. But for now, I am not at that point. Right now, I'm just laying down color. Yeah, I probably need to replace this nib. So... there we go. Now all I need to do is just all the color for the lines and any color corrections that need to be done. Alright. Here we go. And probably like once I'm done doing all 3 of them, I'm probably going to go replace my nib. And you know, take a good old break. Just a big old break. Probably grab myself a little snack or something. Here we go. All right. Now I just need to correct some of these colors. Because I can notice some of the mistakes now. And I have added the line color. Like wherever it's blue instead of purple, or like any other color that is not Skywarp's colors. Hmm. So I think Skywarp should be pretty much done. I'm gonna do the save. And I'm going to do that. Now, Thundercracker. I believe this is the color. And there we go. Alright. So, I have about like 2 weeks until I have to begin my semester. And because of that, I have to do a lot of preparations. And on Wednesday, I plan on like going out to the Student Resource Center so that I can, you know, try to get my ID here before, you know, my semester begins. It's like the most important thing that I need to get. You know, even if I am going to be transferring after this semester, I want to try and at the very least have my ID in case I ever have to take another class or two until I'm eligible to transfer to the college I want to go to pursue my degree. You know. And of course, I will be on hiatus until my semester ends. Which means I won't be streaming a lot, if at all. And along with that, you know, at least I have like spring break, like after during the 3rd week of the semester. There's like the saving grace, you know, that I'll be, you know, on break like relatively early in the semester. And I'm probably going to do that. Do a lot of my, you know, English assignments during then. And once they're... And the reason why I'm doing my English assignments during that's part of the semester, is because I think it's probably going to be like the easiest to just rapid fire do all of my assignments and just like only have to worry about like only really working on like 3 of my classes for the rest of the semester. Maybe I can even stream myself working on some of them. Actually, no, that's probably a bad idea. I don't know if that would be like academic misconduct. It might. I should probably like play it safe until then. So if I am to like do any like, now I'm thinking like if I do like one of my assignments or something like while live and I submit it and it accidentally ends up under possible plagiarism because I streamed myself doing it, am I gonna have to explain that I am a VTuber to my school? Like, am I gonna have to explain that? Had I literally just streamed myself making content and stuff, just so that I can like have something to do in between the semesters and sometimes during my semester, or if I have like nothing to do, or if I can like do it during the semester. Like, imagine if I have to explain that. I'd just melt into a puddle, never to be seen again. Or just like, it would be awkward. Or if that ended up ever happening. But it could also be like, probably used as like proof in case for whatever reason my professor suspects that I'm like using some sort of like AI tool, which bleh. Yeah, like if they're just like, this reeks of AI, and I'm just like, I streamed myself typing this for several hours. Like, it would be a little weird if I were to like just bring up a VOD from a stream as like proof that I actually did an assignment and then just use an AI tool to do the assignment for me. That would be a little awkward, wouldn't it? It'd be... like, just... that would be awkward as hell. It'd be awkward as hell. Just having to explain that I did not commit academic misconduct because I am using a live stream I did of myself working on the assignment as proof that I did the assignment. That would be like really awkward. Because then kind of the administration part of my a college will know that I am a VTuber. And I'd like to not have the fact that I'm a VTuber known to the college I attend. I think that would be a smidge too much. Like, I don't think most of my classmates even know that I'm a VTuber. Like, it probably wouldn't really make sense. And that's why I don't really post a lot on Instagram nowadays, because, you know, if I did, then most of the people that knew me in high school would find out that I am a VTuber. And honestly, I'd rather not deal with the mortifying fact of being known by some of my classmates as a VTuber. Like, I feel like I can try to avoid that a little bit. No, by just like not mentioning it at all. Of course, this does not prevent them from finding me on Twitch and just being like, "You're a VTuber?" Of course, that can't really be prevented. But I can, at the very least, say, if they ever, like, find out, I can just say, "Please don't actually use my name, just call me Skelly." You know, if you're, like, talking to me online, like, in a way that is not in DMs. Like, that would be a little weird and awkward, wouldn't it? Just like, imagine you are streaming yourself doing something, and then someone in chat, maybe it's a first-time chat even, it's just like, why do you sound like a former classmate of mine from high school? And just like, the anxiety just takes over. Just like, if anyone watching this used to be a classmate of mine in some capacity, please avoid mentioning it in stream for both of our sakes. I'd like to not have a super embarrassing and awkward situation happen. You know, while I am meant to be entertaining in the chat. Like, that would be a little weird. Wouldn't it? Just like I am streaming. Hey, I think I remember you from high school. Well, how have you been? Then just silence all around. And I just slowly melt off of screen. You know, and until eventually the BRB screen turns on. And I just like type in the chat, why? Like, I remember like opening TikTok at like after some time, and I saw that someone from high school followed me, and I'm just like, why? Why did you follow me on TikTok, where I literally never post? I mean, eventually I might try to upload some stuff onto TikTok. Probably like some shorts and stuff. Maybe like, once I, you know, do my 2.0 and it's done, I can probably like start making some like posts that I can like queue up and upload like every intermittently. Like, I could probably, like, do that or something. You know, along those lines. Because, like... basically, rule of thumb, if you think you recognize, the VTuber you're watching from school, do not tell them while streaming that you think you recognize them from school. It's awkward for all of us. Because we are like faceless creators but with faces. If you can understand whatever the hell I am saying. We're basically like people who don't want to show our actual face. Unless we do, who sometimes, then we do. But for most of the time, we don't really show our faces. Unless we want to. Sometimes we show our hands, but we usually will not show our own faces. So if you're just like, hey, I recognize your voice. I feel like we went to the same school together. Or like 5 years ago. It hasn't actually been 5 years, it's been 3. By the way. But if you just say that in my chat, I'm just going to be like, ah! Like, I like to avoid that situation. If I can help it. And like, general rule of thumb for like VTubers is like, you don't mention who they are like outside of VTubing. Unless of course they're okay with it. But generally, you don't really mention their, like, past lives, and stuff inside of their streaming chats, or, like, their community. Of course, it's probably an inevitability that it ends up being talked about. Because a lot of people are, like, very curious as to the past lives of the VTubers they like, especially if they are, you know, corporate VTubers. But if you're like an independent watching a VTuber, you don't really like actively ask if who they used to be, you know, in their chat. Or like if they had, you know, a previous alias or something. Unless they like publicly acknowledge it, they probably like don't want it to be talked about. And you make sure to respect that. So yeah. That is just obligatory ramble of today. But yeah. I believe I'm pretty much done with this. There's some things I still need to do a little bit. But other than that, I'm pretty much done Plushified the Elite Trine. Oh, I believe. So yeah. I don't know if I'm going to like really do anything outside of this. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah. As we're almost at the, you know, 3rd hour of stream, I'm going to do an intermission. And then I'm probably going to like work on something else after the intermission. I'm gonna return in like 5 minutes or so. I shall be back. Howdy, I'm back. Everybody young. So, I am going to... What is the... something I can work on? So... let's change the title. So... As that is pretty much done. I am going to... probably like work on some stuff. Actually, I'm gonna go get out Live 2D. As you know, I have to work on more on my model. If it'll open. Ah yes, a new update. I am not going to get the new update. Not yet, that is. So... I have done the leg steppy. And I think I can probably like so I'm going to do this. And of course I need to modify the warps. So we can kind of like do that. And I'm going to kind of like add this to the parameters. And that is so that I can, you know, do all of that. I'm eventually going to do it with the right one, but for now I'm kind of like just doing it for, I'm kind of just trying to add some physics. There's another one I want to add, which is like the face position, which is kind of like what you do to lean forward. But I think there's something else I need to do first. It's the horns. I have to do the horns. And I probably have some other stuff I need to do. So I'm going back to the head. Face rotation. And the horns are over here. I'm going to turn the mains off. And that is kind of like just that. Of course, I also need to do the Y angles. So this is kind of like what I plan on doing. Now I gotta do the corners. Which let's turn that down a little bit. So it's kind of like the bottom part is down there. And I'm kind of like just modifying all the deformers and all that so that they look good. And yeah. Luckily, the horns are kind of like in a different, like, wait, no. So that kind of goes like that. And left horn, I can find... Oh! Shard! Hello! Hello! Hello, Shard, how are you? Hold on. I forgot the underscore. Yes. Hello, Shard. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I Plushified Transformers, so I am now working on my model. I did 3 at once. It took me like 3 hours to do them all. Yes, very fair indeed. Actually, I should probably show them off. I actually made some layer comps. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah. I probably need to figure out a way to make them automatic. Yeah. Let's... art related. So this is Starscream. I forgot to do the last document state as him. There's Thundercracker. And then Skywarp. I actually messed around with layer comps. Just let me briefly do that. Save. But yeah, it's them. The 3. The trio. But yeah. So because I finished that, I went and I have like 40 minutes until the end of stream. I kind of wanted to like do something else. And I just thought, yes, just work on the model that you are still working on. That is a good way to waste your time. So I am doing that until 5 p.m. strikes and I have to end. This Drembo. So I probably also need to like do all this with the Z too, but I'm just not gonna bother with all that for now. In fact, I might just like do the left horn entirely and just like cut it and then paste it and reflect it to the right horn. You like the color palette? Thank you. But yeah, I'm going to open up this physics. And let me show y'all what I have done. So I made the arm a little floppy with some physics. And I need to add the head Y physics, which I am going to briefly do. Which I'm going to add the output. So it's kind of like what I have going on. So yeah, I am probably going to eventually like figure out how to do it. I might need to combine the physics output for both the parts of the head, and then have like the physics Z be different. But yeah, I also kind of like need to fix the I need to fix the tail because it glitches out a little bit. But yeah, I probably need to like, so something else I plan on, so actually let me go get that out. So This is like kind of what I have. For the hold over here. And I'm probably going to add this to the body physics as well. So, I'm not going to do something super complex with, all of Subi. But I am probably going to try and add some physics to her tail. Though it's not going to be as extreme as, the other physics I have. For my body. But I'm probably going to copy all of these physics that I have for the body deformer and make them augmented physics. So I'm going to make a new warp. Push hold XYZ. And this is basically so I can make it so that the physics, kind of of course this is going to be the main deformer that I am going to use. I am eventually going to modify this so that it kind of shows a little more depth. And I am going to just do very basic physics involving Subi here. She squashes and she stretches. And I'm going to also synthesize the corners, which means I have to turn the toggle back on again. So yeah. It is the Subi. And she's probably, I'm going to have her also be reactive to the, C physics too. So I just do this. Bum, ba, da, bum. Of course, I'm probably going to try and make the X physics a little more extreme. I'm going to try and add the hips to this as well. And yeah. And in the future, I plan on kind of adding, like, more plushies that I can hold to the model. Like, I might make, like, a pole, like, basing that, and I plan on adding this to the other arm so I can hold 2 plushies at the same time. Like with Sumi, for example, I have another OC who is kind of like her kid. You know, her son. And I'm probably going to add him to the like, scene as well. Of course, for Sumi, she's probably just going to be delegated to the right arm. Because the main thing about her is that she kind of has a bit of heterochromia, as y'all can probably see. So there's also, you know, other things I need to add. I'm going to go to my old model, aka this model, and I'm going to go to the physics settings. I'm going to take a photo of that. So I'm grabbing that. Wait, no, that is... I did not mean to go to the clock. I'm going to the gallery. And the reason why I'm going to the gallery is because I am going... if it'll let me... There we go, the tail. So... I have this at 10, 10, and 8. Shaking influence is 0.85 for that. Convergence is 1. Yeah, there is a bit of glitching. So... breadth is angle. So... 60, 40. Now I'm going to go to my head X. Because... I just have that like angle at 100%. And the output includes the head X and head Y. And the scale for that is 20. And I believe it is the same for this here. But instead, this is 20. And angle at 100. So 8. Then 95. Now I need to go to head X again. Duration is 10. And 95. So it's kind of like going a bit opposite, which is honestly kind of what I want. I'm going to increase the output. But yeah, that is kind of like something. Eventually I will add augmented physics. To, you know, all of that. And all of this, you know. But I think something I need to add that is kind of important is I need to do the elbow rotation. And for this. And the reason why I am adding the elbow rotation here is because, well, it just makes sense to add it over here. I might add a little bit of the wrist rotation to this as well. But that, of course, is not a guarantee with me. So, wrist rotation is kind of like this. I mean that. I added this to the middle finger toggle. But I think I also need to add the art hand to... I think I added it to that. So that looks somewhat good. I don't think I'm going to add the wrist rotation to this, because it's probably going to be a little bit of an annoyance to do that, given how complex the model kind of is slowly getting. But yeah, if there's anything else I'm going to add that isn't, you know, part of the physics, it's probably not going to be something that requires importing a new part of the, you know, model. I mean, personally, I'm probably going to delete all the head angles here, because I no longer need these anymore. But yeah. There is now a leg steppy. I actually realized that I had to separate it from the other part of the model, because apparently the hip is kind of like meant to rotate as well. I have no idea how to do it though, so I'm just keeping it like that for now. So yeah, I don't know what more I'm going to do with the model. I probably need to fix, you know, the physics with the tail and all that, but yeah, I don't know. It's probably just like stuff I need to do. Probably like figure out some tutorials. But I'm probably going to like add the face position and angle so that I can kind of like, the game seems kind of complicated. It is! It's very complicated. Especially when I, you know, first started and I had to like get a tutorial on how to like do the eyes. And I just ended up being very confused. Just about everything. But after like a year or so, I was able to like get it done. And then again, I did add some like modifications to the model over the year that I've been using it pretty much. Actually, it hasn't even been a year since I started using this model. Well, it's been like half a year, and I am retiring it before even using it for nearly half as long as I've been making it. Fortunately, as I knew what I was doing when making this one, this took not as long. I think this is taking like half of the time that it took to like make the current model that I am using right now. So like a fraction of the time, because I now know what I'm kind of doing. Unfortunately, there's a lot more to this model than the other one, because I'm actually doing more body physics stuff. So let's see. If I am to like just grab all of that and just make it go up. And like probably that too. So I know this does look a little weird right now. That's kind of like the nature of, you know, making models. It will occasionally look cursed. That is kind of like the big thing about models and stuff. So I'm probably gonna make it look a little more subdued. Than, you know, in comparison to who the rest of the Z physics. Like, make it a little more subtle. So, like, instead of like a completely not so subtle rotation of the hips in the Z axis, it's instead going to be a little more subtle. You know, kind of like this. Of course, I need to fix some stuff. But other than that, that's kind of like what I'm doing. You know, for the model. I'm probably going to work on this later so I can like consult tutorials without y'all having to hear the fact that I am consulting tutorials. But yeah. I'm going to make this go up a little bit. Tutorials are an artist's best friend. Yeah, indeed they are. And I'm technically using one that isn't even a tutorial in the first place. Like, it's more like how someone made their own VTuber model. But I'm kind of using it as a tutorial for some of the things I want to add. You really are indeed. So, yeah. I'm probably going to end stream in like 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna do a lot of this. So... and, you know, eventually I'm going to reflect this. And then I'll like do the rigging for the -10. And once I pretty much have done everything for the body that I want to do, I am going to copy and paste everything from the left side and reflect it to the right side. This is so that I can get an even rig without having to like do a bunch of hours of just working on everything. And yeah, there's kind of like a lot of things here. I'm probably going to like split this parameter into 2 parts so that it looks a little smoother. But yeah. A side curl is its own thing. And so are the front bangs, which I need to turn on. So This is kind of like these are kind of like, this is mostly for like, so it can go with the X movement. And of course there's the physics and stuff. And there's, you know, the whole hair thingy. Which I'm probably going to, like, make some extra physics for the curls. I'm probably also going to separate this into left and right. And this, of course, turns off the allergy shiners, so I could look somewhat more awake. I'm gonna move that to expressions. Yeah, as y'all can see, I have a lot of things I can do here. Or that I have to, like, do. I need to color code some of these as well. But yeah, this is kind of like what I'm working with. As I have 14 days until my semester begins, I don't know, I think I don't have a lot of time before I can, like, have to consider it somewhat done for now. Like, for a period of time. Before I eventually have to, like, focus on doing my classes. But once my classes are done, hopefully I can, like, be somewhat... I have made enough progress in some of this in order to, like, hopefully have a concrete date as to when I'm going to be debuting the model. What classes am I taking? I'm mostly taking stuff that is required of me to do for my major and stuff. One of them I'm retaking because, you know, I got a really harsh grade last semester, so I'm taking it again so I can get the credits. So I'm taking a history class. I'm taking an art class, which is technically also a history class. It's a history of design thing. So the history class is like prehistory to like a certain point of time. Then I have my English composition class that I took last semester, but I'm doing it again because I got a failing grade for some reason. No, like everyone in the class was graded pretty harshly. And then I'm taking a photography class, like an intro to photography class, because it's required for my major. And that's the class that is in person. So I have to, like, I have no stream scheduled on Wednesday. Hey, because I plan on, you know, going up to the campus, like the Student Resource Center, in order to, like, acquire my ID, because I haven't gotten my ID at all, despite this being my third year at this college. And that's mostly because I started off online and haven't really, you know, bothered to just literally walk over to it during my in-person class last year to get my ID. I just haven't really bothered doing that at all. Because I just didn't really, I kind of like just wanted to go into the campus, his building, do my class, do my assignments, and then just go back home. and do my other classes. So yeah. Fortunately, as you know, I am able to do most of my classes, other than my photography class, are just completely online. Like, there is no class times, funnily enough. I just need to do the assignments and when they are due, or like before they are due. So, the fact that after the first 2 weeks of my classes, I'm going to be in spring break because I'm taking a late 10-week semester, I'm probably going to like use that time to like rapid fire do my composition class assignments, because it won't really require me to do any readings. I don't have to do any of that. And because of that, at least I don't think so, I don't really require a textbook for that class from last experience I had. All I just really need is a way to like type and stuff, which I already have, because I have a pooter that I stream with. So I'm probably going to like do that, as much assignments for that class I can over the spring break, so that when I return from spring break, I only really need to focus on my 3 other classes. And nothing can really stop me unless some of the assignments are literally locked by a timer for when the actual week happens. Then I will be a little fucked with my plan. I can probably like do all of my other classes and stuff that aren't my in-person photography class. But yeah, I am going to end stream now, actually. I'm probably going to be working on some of the other physics for this model later. I'm going to do a once-over on the plushifications I did earlier today. And make sure that they're all ready before I upload them to like Ko-fi and VGen and stuff. But hello, Geo. Oh, I am unfortunately ending. You arrived at a bad time. But yeah, tomorrow we're doing Skyrim, I think. It's been a while. I'm gonna be a little rusty with it. But yeah, I'll be here tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST. But yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Bye, y'all.